It used to be nice when the whole thing started with a fill up and it was like $40. Well, right now there's what you see. Keep on trucking here. It's 509 right there. You guys can see it. 509, but I got 10 cents off. Gotta make sure we put it in. Put in every single little drop we can in here. Oh. Yeah, that's too much. I really didn't want to do that. It's all because of the camera. It's all your guys' fault. Doing another one of those Lacey, Washington to Kalispell, Montana loads. Did ask broker for a little bit more money for fuel because since last time, it was like 2-3 weeks ago that I went out and did this one, fuel went up in price, so we asked him for more money. He added some, but he didn't add as much as we asked for. And today I asked him for more, and he says, well, let's start with that next week so I can get customer approval. Well, you know, I'm like, last time you didn't give us enough. We asked for a certain amount and you gave us $50 less. And now fuel is $1 more per gallon. So, than last time. So that'll, you know, I gotta fill up like almost 4 times. 4 times and, you know, 22 gallons or so each time. 20, 22, sometimes 24, depends how long I drag it out for. Turns out to be a bit of a difference. I mean, I'm not gonna go broke because of that, but I guess I'm just saying that because I don't really want to do these loads. I mean, I do them, but I don't want to do them, and I just do them just because I want to keep that. I want to keep it going because of other drivers. If they get stuck in Washington on a Monday, this helps out quite a bit. You know, they can make $1,000. Yeah, it's gonna take, you know, 2 days, but still, they're gonna make $1,000 here, and not worry about, you know, wasting a day or two waiting for a load to get out of Washington, because it's been tough. It's been tough, peeps. I don't know how you guys do, and how you guys get out of like Portland and Seattle areas, and the whole, you know, other parts, and West Coast. California is cheaper too now. I know fuel is expensive over there, and everybody needs to pay. Everybody knows this, but there's still somehow these brokers still find people who drive for the rates that they want them to drive for, that they negotiate with, and somehow they go. Somehow they find those people. It's not like the load doesn't move and then it comes back up, you know, and we don't see it ever again. So obviously somebody's going cheaper, and it kind of sucks, you know, that people don't stick to some regular rates. Yeah, I know that Eagle Express doesn't pay top dollar for their loads, but you know, I feel like it's not like we're keeping it. We would rather have the driver drive and go versus, you know, bid a super high rate and get them 2 loads in a week, and that's it. And you know, what's the point? You know, what's the point of sitting around and waiting for a load for an extra 10 cents or 5 cents or 15 cents? You know, every time you sit around, you know, food nowadays costs money. For your driver to run a van, it still costs money. For those who rent a hotel, I don't know why you're still renting a hotel, but some people still do. I hope it's for points from like a fuel card or something, and it's free, 100% free, and that's why you're renting it. But you know, all these things put together, yeah, sometimes, you know, you got to drop the rate just to go, because like I said, it doesn't make sense not to go and lose a load in one day versus sticking to your price, you know, sticking to your guns and wanting the most you can get out of a load. Sure, if you're like camping in your van, and like camping a lot, then you guys can do that. It's totally up to you. I mean, if I was doing this, I'd rather keep moving and moving for whatever you can get the load for. It doesn't matter. Even if you make less, you still make more than nothing. So even if your load costs you a little less, you still made more than zero that day. It's even worse than a zero because you ate, you had to do things, you probably were screwing around, walking around in the stores, you know, and then from that, buying things, putting things on your credit card maybe. I don't know. You know, I'm just saying kind of what I do. I don't put things on a credit card, but, you know, if I'm bored and I'm out walking around in the stores, I'm going to be spending money. I have the money to spend, but not bragging or anything. I'm just saying, if you're bored and you're walking around in the stores, yeah, a guy like me, I spend money. Yeah, I don't just walk around for nothing, wasting time. I don't like wasting time, period. That's just me. A lot of people are scared to come to Washington. I don't know why. Scared of the mountains, scared to come north, especially some guys in California. As you guys can see, it's already nice. It's springy over here. Springtime, all the snow is really melting. There's nothing to be scared of. You guys will see the beautiful landscapes around here. Look at all that snow. It's melting. Everything is getting green around here. It's just beautiful. So come on by. Washington's gonna welcome you. That's a wrap, folks. Loaded, strapped. I strapped it on the bottom so they don't slide anywhere. I used to strap them all perfectly, but not anymore. It's all light stuff. I mean, got to get a cargo net if you want to do it perfect. Today it's a super fast load, and I got here actually super fast as well. I'm not sure why, but usually it takes a little longer. But today traffic was just like maybe 25% of usual traffic today. So I got lucky today. I came through, got here like at 4, I don't know, 20 maybe? No, probably, maybe, well, yeah, around 420, 425 or so. Super fast load, love it. Now I'm hoping that I can get through Tacoma area without traffic as well, and just, you know, boogie on down the road. And then haven't eaten anything yet, so I'm thinking somewhere in what do you call it, Ellensburg, I'll have myself some dinner. That'll be in like 3 hours or so, 3 hours from now. Have some dinner. Haven't eaten anything all day, but it's okay. Have some still got to figure out what I want over there. Probably order it to go and pick it up and, chow down in the car real quick and keep on trucking. So weather's good finally. Passes are good, so it should be no problem getting on site quickly versus, wintertime, having to worry about, snow and chains and all the good stuff. The only issue is, it's almost 5 o'clock. It's the traffic. Oh, almost caught something on. Almost would have caught something on camera. Something that would have happened without my knowledge. I was looking the other way. Always got to be careful. I think these roundabouts are worse than the actual traffic lights, but hey, I guess it's cheaper to maintain this versus a traffic light. But I believe they should still put cameras, in those areas. That way people can prove who's wrong and who's right, because I tell you what, sometimes there's dangerous situations. And I tell you what, my kids have actually gotten in a few accidents already on a school bus in roundabout areas. Believe it or not, on the school bus, like twice. And then one time a principal rear-ended them. That's a different story. One time the actual principal rear-ended the school bus. But let's go. Let's get this done. 4:40, gets dark around 8 o'clock, so still got quite a bit of time, 3 hours or so. 3.5 almost, until it gets totally dark, which is nice, really nice. I'll make it to, Ellensburg by the time it's dark. Super cool. Usually I was leaving this area, it was already getting dark or already dark a lot of times. All green over here. I know it's green in a lot of places in a lot of different states. It's already been spring, in the southern states for a while, but, here in Washington, here's how it looks. I mean, these guys have had snow multiple times, numerous times this year already. So it's been cold, it's been freezing. I've caught, snow over here too. So nice to see actual finally spring, green, so on and so forth. Because last summer it was not green here at all. They had a huge drought. I don't think they've had a drought like that in over 100 years, they were saying. So last year was pretty serious over here, especially summertime. All this greenery, it was all yellow. A lot of wildfires right by the road and everywhere else, and so it was kind of not good for these guys. But so far so good this year. We've had a lot of snow, a lot of rain, and last year, I think in March we started getting like 75-degree weather, so it was really warm in March. This year it's not happening, so I believe this year should be a good year for these guys and not have such a big drought like last year. Because last year, believe it or not, out here people do not swim in the ocean / in the bays. And last year everybody was up in the ocean and swimming in the bays, so that tells you a lot. That last year they had like 90-degree weather here, 95s most of the summer. So usually it's not like that at all. Usually they go to different lakes and go to the eastern side of Washington from the west to swim and go camping and all that. Last year was a whole different ball game over here. It was a big change. I'm not gonna probably do any more filming today. You guys know the route. You guys know how. You guys have been through here with me many times, so really not much to film. Gonna get some food in Ellensburg and keep on trucking. Good morning to you guys from sunny, beautiful Kalispell, Montana today. I'm empty. Everything went well. Weather's beautiful. Look at this. That's the beautiful Montana driving. I love it. I love it. You don't get the traffic usually. 99.9% of the time, there's never any traffic out anywhere. You get beautiful scenery, all kinds of beautiful landscaping, so on and so forth. I take this anytime versus driving in LA or any other bigger cities, Salt Lake or anything like that, because out there it's a never-ending cycle of traffic. Drove all the way on site last night. Usually for the last few times I've been sleeping. Last time I didn't go, we had a driver that could do it, so last week I skipped coming out here, so I didn't come out, but I came out this week. Thank you to the broker, but they added me the extra $100 for the fuel, so we're good on that. Really nice, helps a lot, because honestly, even in Montana, I mean, you can find it, but you got to go out of the way a little bit. You can find fuel for about $5 a gallon right now, but usually it's like $5.25-ish, not to lie, about $5.25. I wish it could be less, but it's not. Who knows when it will be less, if it will be less, so on and so forth. I mean, I don't know. We're just kind of doing it one day at a time, and hopefully things will get better. If not, we'll just keep on trucking until we can't truck anymore. There's still, even with high fuel prices, even if once in a while you do drive for a little less, you're still making money. There's no not making it, you know what I mean? Even if you were doing some construction work and say, yeah, you booked the job and you're supposed to do it, and then all of a sudden you're in the middle of it, and then materials end and materials are on back order. It's kind of the same thing. You'll get your money, but maybe a little bit later, and you won't be able to finish the job. So this is even better in that sense. You actually get paid no matter what. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It all averages out the same in the end, in the very end. But look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautifulness. Look at that. People are so fortunate to live out here, I think. As long as they have decent jobs, I would say. Otherwise, I'm not sure what you'd be doing out here. Just a vacation home or something like that. I mean, there's still plenty of things out here, and Kalispell's just right up the road. So it's a decent sized town. And in Montana, I don't know how people survive, but when we could buy land, when we could buy like city lots for $20,000 to $30,000 years ago, in Montana they were like 120. So that's the kind of price difference that they had. And still, even to this day, Montana's prices for land and homes is up there. I don't know how these people, how they can afford it. Thank you guys for watching, for the comments, for the subscriptions, for all the good stuff. Catch you guys in the next one. God bless you guys. Take care. I gotta have my coffee. I still don't even know. My brain's still not even clicking the way it needs to click. So I'll have some coffee. Be home in about 4 hours. Take care.